All right, let's switch gears and talk about weather. We've got maybe a good-looking Monday up until a certain point. Zane.
Right, yeah. Most of Monday, Todd, is not going to be stormy, but we do have some storms that'll move in later on towards the evening hours. Again, these storms are going to be coming in from the west. They'll be strongest when they get out of Nebraska and into far western Iowa, and then they'll eventually weaken as they move eastward. So it's a level 2 risk. That's the yellow zone, the slight risk across the southwestern half of the state. Starts at about 7 p.m. out in western Iowa through a little bit past midnight. Severe winds, some damaging wind gusts, maybe a couple isolated tornadoes are what we'll be looking at for threats here with this severe weather setup coming up into tomorrow. Not the most potent what we've seen, but regardless, nonetheless, it is notable that we want to keep an eye on that into tomorrow. Outside today, not much to keep an eye on, just some high-level clouds on all those cameras around the state at this hour. Those brought to us by a system just to our south, upper-level wave coming, kind of skirting by Iowa through Missouri and into Illinois. Just those clouds filtering our sunshine just a bit. Otherwise, high pressure is close by. That's going to move eastward, though, into tonight and allow our next weather system to take shape off to the west. So we're going to start tomorrow morning here on hour by hour, because skies will be clear tonight, winds will be light, and then those winds will strengthen as we go through the day tomorrow. Out of the south and east, notice we start to add a few more broken clouds to our skies tomorrow afternoon, but any storms still way out to our west. That breeze, it'll be noticeable. 15 to 20 mile per hour winds, probably some gusts in the neighborhood of 30 mile per hour winds. The highest gusts to the west, lowest gusts, lightest gusts off into eastern Iowa. Might be actually some 40 mile per hour gusts up in the western and northwestern part of the state. Now, storms get strong out in parts of Nebraska and Kansas, and then they head into Iowa around that 7 to maybe 8 o'clock time frame. They'll move eastward towards, let's say, about Highway 71-ish, towards that 8 to 9 o'clock time frame. This is when damaging winds are probably most likely in a few of these little cells embedded in that line. Maybe a couple of spin-up tornadoes. If those happen, they probably wouldn't be long-lasting or strong, but possible. And then watch as the storms gradually weaken as they make their way towards the I-35 corridor around that 10 to 11 o'clock time frame. And then by the time we get to about 1-ish, the severe weather threat is done here over in east central Iowa, but we'll still probably have at least a couple rumbles of thunder, some lightning, and some heavier downpours headed out of the state as we head towards daybreak early on Tuesday. As far as rainfall amounts go, probably a widespread ½ inch to 1 inch across western Iowa, where you see some of those purpler colors. That's where some 2-inch amounts are possible. And since the storms weaken as they head into eastern Iowa, you folks in that part of the state probably less likely to see those inch-plus amounts, probably more like in the general neighborhood of a ½ inch or so. Of course, you get a lot of variation when you're dealing with thunderstorms place to place. Speaking of thunderstorms, we do have a few more possible as we head towards Wednesday especially. These probably won't be severe, but some scattered rainfall looks likely. Tuesday looks to be mostly dry now. We're going to push all the moisture and severe ingredients out of the state, maybe just an isolated storm during the day. Thursday, a few showers. Friday, dry during the day, and the weekend looks dry right now as well.